Welcome to In Your City Show. It is a hot, hot day outside, and we're excited to have a hot seat co-host with us today. I'm Kelly Gordon, and we have the lovely
Kelly Gordon?
I'm Kelly, your Gordon, I said, just in case you know you were. and we
Kelly
have
Gordon.
we have our talented and powerful businesswoman, Jennifer Williams, known as Jennifer, middle initial Q Williams, as our co host today. And soon your hubby, Matt, is going to come through the door on the second half hour and join us because we have made them play the Not So Newlywed Game with us today. So, how many years have you two been married?
Okay, so that's the first question of the game, right?
You should
be here.
Not a game.
I'm
You should know.
I'm terrible.
Oh my gosh. Are you about to tell me you don't know how long you've been married to your husband?
Okay, so the problem was is we got married, Kelly, in January.
When?
Like 90. We met in 94. We either got married in January of 96 or 97. I can't even remember. And it's been so long, the engraving on the inside of my ring
has worn off.
So I tried to read it, and he remembers. I think it's 96.
So you have built up a lot of rings over the years.
We have been married 29 years. I'm guessing 29-ish.
Wow. That's fabulous. And how many kids?
2 kids.
They're beautiful.
2 kids. My son is 25. My daughter's
working with you.
Yes, Matthew is our director of operations at St. Louis Plaza Company. And my daughter's 23. And she's in Dallas doing consulting.
What a great city.
Oh my gosh.
Now you say consulting. What is she consulting?
She works for a company called McKinsey & Company. And the first 2 years, they don't want them to focus on any one thing. So they move them around. They're called generalists because they want them to learn all different types of things. Super cool. She works on transition projects with different companies, company sales, mergers and acquisitions. Wow, she works on
23.
Yeah, all kinds of different projects. That's very exciting.
Gosh, isn't it amazing how fast, our kids grow up? I was telling Gordon that one of my friends from years ago, she moved away to Florida. She's remarried again. And you're kind of used to that friend when your kids were little and things like that. And then maybe you haven't been in touch for a little bit. And then you get in touch and they start sending you pictures of their kids and they're not little anymore. They're grown up and have their own kids. You're like, how did this even happen? Like, how can you be a grandma? That doesn't even make sense. She's the hottest, most beautiful grandma ever. I just want to say, sends me this picture.
I wasn't going to say that.
She's in her bikini with her grandchild. I'm like, you are not a grandma. You look like you're 25 still. But yeah, it's pretty amazing how fast. I keep trying to tell my daughter, Casey, with our two grandboys that goes by quick. Whenever you're feeling that moan of you're exhausted from your kids or whatever, just know that it's going to be like over in a second. And when they say like you only really have, a lot of times they say 18 good summers, but it's not really that, because like 16 they get that job and pretty soon they can't go over everywhere with you, and man, it goes by quick. So
18 years with your kid, 18 summers with your kid, that's a camper, mobile home camper commercial.
It's like the free plug, isn't that viral? You were talking about that.
Well, again, today we have Jennifer Williams. She is the owner, not only owner, but the founder of St. Louis Closet Company. And she's going to be spending the hour with us. We're going to have some fun. And again, we made her husband come back. We thought he was going to get out of being here, but Matt's going to be here to play the Not So Newlywed Game and have a little bit more fun with us. So, today we're going to talk about life, talk about dreams, behind the scenes of running and owning a business. A lot of times everybody sees maybe your ads or sees you on a podcast, or I knew I wanted to meet you back when just being on LinkedIn. I'm like, I've got to meet her. I love meeting women in business, find out more about them. And they see the, what do you want to call it, the glorified,
they see the finished product. They don't see what it took to get there. Yeah,
what it is to be a woman in business, not just in business, but a woman in business. I mean, it's an incredible feat of what you've done with over 30 years, and the dedication and tenacity that you gave it to make sure that this dream of yours happened. So we'll have some fun with that, and then of course we got a little closet confessions we're gonna ask you about. And and then of course having fun with the game. But I wanted to know, talking about closets, they talk about what the average American woman's closet is worth, and I thought that was I was really shocked to
the
look
closet
at
itself or the contents.
The meaning the closet, not like what Jennifer charges to do a closet or something, like the contents with inside. And, there's a lot, some are little, maybe, under $1,000, maybe they don't have as much in there, but, 10,000 and up. I mean, sometimes some people have a purse that's just
Is that the average?
$10,000.
I was gonna say, what is,
I was very shocked that the average was only, they're saying about maybe 2 to 4,000, and the high level 10,000 and up. I mean, there's purses that
Is
that
there
are
an age
10,000.
demographic for that? Because anybody under 25, they're shopping on Temu, so it's probably under $100.
It's not Temu, it's Temu.
Temu,
You
sorry.
did the right thing.
those numbers sound low.
I think so too, because like I said,
mean,
purses
even-
and shoes,
Even
and
a pair of sneakers now,
I know
minimum $100.
even the kids' shoes
Yeah,
are so
right.
expensive. So I would think,
So,
you've got a high dollar amount for the most. People keep jewelry, they keep their purses, their shoes. And why wouldn't you want to have a luxurious, beautiful closet? It doesn't even have to be luxurious, I guess you say, just organized so that you can find things and be able to, to get those items.
Mine's a little chaos today.
Is it? Yours
Yeah,
is
I
always
kinda-
so
every once in a
neat.
while, I'll just kind of throw stuff in my
Wow,
closet.
yeah. Well, if you want to get your mocktail, your cocktail, join us for the hottest happy hour here and have some fun with us. We want to say thank you, of course, to our magazines as well. City Lifestyle, Clayton, Chesterfield, and St. Charles, which the gorgeous St. Louis Closet Company is all three of them. You're going to be featured in our September style issue, which we look forward to having you a part of that and showing off how you go from, I guess, chaos to calmness.
Mhm.
I love the photos.
thank you.
The photos
Thank
are
you.
so cool. And the people that are in the photos, maybe you can tell us a little bit about that. But before we get going and talking about closets and design and luxury and all those kind of things, are you a rock and roll fan? Like, did it affect you at all in any way, the death of Ozzy Osbourne?
No.
Well,
I mean, it's sad.
Yes.
Of course, it's sad when any, and this is somebody we kind of grew up with,
right.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I think
somebody that
that's
was
what
always
it
there.
does.
I was not a big fan of, that type of music. I grew up and both my dad and my stepfather were big Motown.
Yeah, so was my
Right, so
family.
I always grew
Love
up with
it.
the Motown music and the 1970s, sort of, now they call it yacht rock.
That's what yacht rock is now?
Yeah, yacht rock is the 70s love songs. And
Sure.
I turn that station on, Pandora or whatever it is, and I know, it's so funny, I know every
Every single
word
song.
to every song, and it brings back so many memories from my childhood. We were never a hard rock.
Yeah, neither
Type
either.
family.
My family was a Motown as well. But what's funny is we're at the age now that our songs are playing in the grocery stores and the elevators.
Yeah.
A little embarrassing there, but I think Ozzy Osbourne.
Led Zeppelin's in the elevator now.
Yeah, but I think Ozzy Osbourne, when he got that reality show with his second wife, Sharon, and the two kids, which he actually has, I didn't realize, 6 kids.
Mhm.
I didn't know that his first wife, Elliot Kingsley, he had 2 children, but he also adopted her child. And then, of course, has his other children, and who we saw was Kelley and Jack, who were on the shows. The daughter Amy didn't want anything to do with the show. They want her to kind of be this stupid, child, and she said, "I'm not going to do it." So she stayed away from the show, and I think had a rough relationship with her dad as well, which he was never home. He was on the road all the time,
Right.
and a bit of an alcoholic, and had struggles with alcohol. But I think when you read about it, I think what hits, because I wasn't, Crazy Train, and what are some of his famous songs?
Well, he's got some really good ones too. I mean, ones like "Mama, I'm Coming Home."
Yeah, I
That's
do
a-
like that song,
yeah.
actually. That's a great song.
Yeah.
But,
Mr.
I think,
Crowley. I mean, he. Would you say "Crazy Train"?
Crazy Train.
Yeah, it's the one everybody knows.
Yeah.
They play all the time at football stadiums.
Yeah. But I think it was sad because when we were in on maybe our Monday show, Theodore Huxtable passed away,
Yes.
drowning on a family vacation, only 54. And then you get Ozzy Osbourne, and they always say things happen in 3. So we're like, oh gosh,
Who's gonna be
who's
number
going to be
3?
next this week or whatever.
Kelly goes, if
Doesn't
you're a celebrity, you're probably going,
uh-oh, am I next?
Theodore Huxtable, he was in the recent show, The Resident. So The Resident as the doctor.
Oh, he was.
He was like the main doctor. And, I mean, I remember watching the Cosby Show
Mhm.
when I was younger, but I remember him from the more recent TV show, The
Of the
Resident.
Resident, and he's a great actor.
Oh my gosh.
Funny
He
too
was
as well.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yes.
so just so, I mean, when we were talking about that, like, we're definitely not, I mean, we're all gonna go, but you know, we always think it's gonna be.
You know what? I
never.
didn't know that Ozzy lived next to, guess who Ozzy's neighbor was for a while?
Who?
You never guess it. It's complete opposite of who Ozzy Osbourne is.
And I think it was on the show too. I think we met the neighbor on their show actually, but I'm of course drawing a
Wait, are
blank.
you on their show?
No,
No, I'm sorry. When watching the show, I
Watching the
remember
show.
the neighbor that was kind of one of the shows because he is so opposite, but I can't remember who it is.
No.
Oh, that's
Pat
right.
Boone is Ozzy.
I think
Ozzy
he came over
Osbourne.
one time or something
Yeah,
like
it's-
that.
You know, and he was talking about, now he's talking about it, saying that Ozzy was just the kindest, gentlest person.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like that. He just had a crazy stage performance and known for biting off the bat, you know, or biting the head off of the bat. And, you know, and then of course his Parkinson, you know, really was
Did you see
taking
the
over.
Did you see the Sesame Street one with Ozzy Osbourne?
No.
He's with the Count. Remember the Count from Sesame? Hello, the Count. He's Ozzy Osbourne, the Count. And Ozzy's got a bat, and the Count's looking at him like, "Don't do
Am I
it."
next?
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause he's the
The
bat.
bat.
That's hilarious. I did not. We'll have to see if we can find that. Find that clip. I'm like, only you would remember that. Gordon remembers more useless information than
Yes.
anybody I know. It's like incredible. But ask him what we just did an hour ago, and he's not sure, but he can tell you that Ozzy was on Sesame Street with the bat. But with that talking about it, I think that now wondering who the third will be, and hopefully there won't be. And then I think just reality that, you know, when people that are somewhere, you know, in the age demographic, which he just had a farewell concert. So he just had that to farewell, and his daughter Kelley got engaged behind the scenes during that concert. And of course, you know, he says the F word, "You're not marrying my daughter," you know, jokingly to his son-in-law to be. But so I guess I wonder if that was his last words to
How
her.
old was Ozzy?
Was he 1982,
74?
76?
76.
76, yeah.
Okay.
He was born on December 3rd, I think. I'd have to find it here, but and then of course just lost him here in July 22nd. But yeah, I think it's not so much, I think, being a total fan or a follower of his music. I think Gord just interviewed somebody today actually that it's going to air on an upcoming show, the Dream Theater.
The drummer for Dream Theater, Mike Portney.
Yeah, he just interviewed
Portnoy.
him today for Soul Strings episode, and he at first it was a little tough for
He was a little quiet
Mike
at
to
first
get
in our
into the
interview.
interview.
He was, you know, he's been in music, and that plays prog metal, which is progressive metal, and a lot kind of like Rush, you know. But yeah, he was taken back by it. You know, I mean, they're all in that industry together, and so many guys. You know, I've got friends of mine that toured with Lita Ford, and they were on a plane with Ozzy. You know, and
Yeah.
some stories I probably don't want to tell right now, but yeah.
Sure, there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Music.
yeah.
Have you guys started watching the Billy Joel documentary?
No, I
Oh.
want to.
Oh,
I saw it just the other day.
Part one is out. I think part two is coming out maybe tomorrow. It was the best.
Really?
The best. It's funny. I find myself, even if I didn't love the music, if you sort of grew up with it, I mean, I did love Billy Joel,
Me
but
too.
if you see the documentary and you see behind the scenes, all of a sudden you have a new appreciation for their life. And I'm thinking, you know, one of those was the documentary about Queen.
Ooh.
I never really loved Queen's music, but the documentary was so good. Now I feel like, oh, of course I
Yes.
love their music because I watched that documentary. So I'm thinking a documentary on Ozzy Osbourne's life would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure they probably will. I would imagine
Yeah.
it, but it is incredible watching a show, watching a documentary. I mean, I remember getting my driver's license when Billy Joel was really popular. So
Stranger
it brings
album
back,
was my favorite album
Is
when it
that
came
your
out.
favorite?
Yeah.
and when you hear the music, it brings back those, you know, memories in your life. And I remember seeing him in concert. Actually, he did a dueling with Elton John.
Yes.
He was on one side and Elton John was the other, and I got to see that, and that was pretty
Oh,
incredible
that's cool.
to witness that
But the
concert like
funny
that.
thing is, with the documentary, I don't want to give away all the secrets,
Okay.
but in the very beginning, he kept getting compared to Elton John. And he said, well, because they were both
Because of
piano
his piano
players.
skills.
And he said, I don't want to be compared to Elton John. I have a totally different
That is
style,
crazy because they
totally
are kind of like night and day.
Right.
They're
Really.
so different, but they kept saying, oh, the new upcoming Elton John. And then towards the end, they were performing together.
Now he was married to Christy Brinkley, right?
Yes,
It was that
after his long time marriage.
first marriage.
To his, girl he fell madly in love with when he was young. She became his manager. Like, I mean, we all remember Christy Brinkley, but
Sure.
she hasn't even come up. Christy Brinkley hasn't even come up yet.
Oh,
that's
we're
part
in the
two.
second Part
That's in
two.
part two.
That's part two.
Maybe
She's probably got a whole part
maybe
all to
he doesn't
herself.
give her any
Yeah.
credit or something like that. So I
Well,
don't think that was a
she's
very
coming, but
She got a lot of backlash.
yes.
Of when they got
divorced.
divorced because
Yeah.
a lot of things that
well,
she didn't look good about.
Pink is
Highly
one of those that we watched the
Yes.
documentary, and I was never a Pink fan. I
Mhm.
thought she was kind of hard, and she just kind of got on my nerves or something like that, the way she acted. But after watching her documentary, I'm like, that's what press and media does. They really
Right.
ruin things for people because now I love her and appreciate her life. And man, she's a great mom in her documentary. I mean, of course, they're getting behind the scenes and all that, but in her talent. And I mean, it's really means everything to her. She's like, these people pay their hard, earned money to watch me. I want to make sure that I give them above and beyond what they thought they were coming for. And she really stressed that and showed how she does things. And she's quite in shape. But but at home, she's that typical mom where the kids rule. It's
Right.
kind of funny
Right.
because you see her as pretty tough character, but she even said in one of the roast, she goes, don't you know who I am? I'm tired. I'm a star, and you're making me jump on the bed with you right now and read story. It's kind of cute
Right.
the way she said it, but anyway, kind of fun with that. Have you ever shopped at Hearth and Soul?
Yeah, I love
Isn't that a
Arkansas.
great
Oh
store?
my gosh, it's like a boutique for really cool clothing and unique things. It's like a
Yes.
homeware store.
It's like
which
you went
I
in there and
love,
did St. Louis Closet throughout the whole
some
thing.
furniture and some rugs and some
Well, it's set up like a house.
House.
It's set up like a house. It's
Yeah.
the coolest store.
It really is.
If you haven't been there, you have to go.
Susie Transo Bush is the owner, the Bush family. And you walk in and each area is just incredibly, like the women's closet, the man's closet, the living room, the kitchen, and they make everything you want to leave with it. But they're having a cool event. So July 28th, if you're not doing anything and you love flowers, they're calling it the Coup Kickoff. It's KEW, Coup Kickoff with Ken Meisner, the flower shop. And they're celebrating the launch of the Coup Pottery at Hearth and Soul. They have a lot of neat events that you could take part in and meet authors and meet different businesses. And I like how she really, pulls.
And everything's for sale.
Everything is
for sale. You
Maybe
walk in
is
and
the
that's
register, the lights.
everything. It's like, oh, I like that hanging light. It's for
Great
sale.
events. They do a great job of bringing the community
Yes.
into their store.
And co-partnering, with things.
Co-partnering. And they do, self-help workshops. They do, I think they've even done some cocktail classes.
Yes.
And
I got to do my book signing with
the book
Olive there
signings.
even.
They do really great fun. So that sounds like a great event.
We'll have to see about the anthology. We'll see about
Yes.
Susie putting it in her store and
That'd
doing
be
something fun. We're working on where we're going to have the launch party as of right now. But yeah, is there anything that you needed to let us know that's going on or whatever before we
No, I
get
think
into
I
conversation?
think you have it. I think mine's just a bunch of useless information. Yeah, pretty useless information. One thing I want to, the Devil Wears Prada is coming back. So speaking of closets,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
Devil Wears Prada
My
2 is coming
favorite
back.
movie. My favorite movie. Devil Wears Prada.
That is your favorite?
Oh my gosh.
Really?
It is the best movie.
So you must be thrilled that another one's coming
I'm
out.
so excited, but you never really know anymore.
Yeah.
You get like these alerts on Facebook of season 2 of Landman. I love Landman.
Oh my
too.
gosh, I do
Yes.
too. I can hardly wait.
But
And
Landman is
Sam
really,
Elliott's coming back on
Yes.
it. I love him.
and Landman's really coming because my daughter is in Dallas and they're filming in her neighborhood right now.
Really?
And she just saw Billy Bob Thornton. And I'm like, oh my God.
Remember he used to wear the
Wonderful.
necklace when he was with Angelina Jolie and they each wore each other's blood? That's a little creepy. You wear my blood, Gordon.
Sure,
It's kind of creepy.
give it to me. So anyway, they're saying that Meryl Streep looks exactly the same 20 years later. That woman never ages.
Well,
Meryl
Oh, in the
Streep.
movie.
In the
Well, I
movie.
think in the first movie, they aged her a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Like they made her look a little
That's
bit
20
older,
years.
'cause
Can you believe that? 20 years?
I cannot believe it, but that movie pops up all the time on streaming, and that all of a sudden it'll
So
just
how
be
many
up
times have you watched it?
a lot,
A lot.
a lot, more than, definitely more than 20.
Really?
Really?
That's me with The Notebook. That's my ultimate
Really?
favorite movie. I used to watch, so I noticed, and I don't know if it's same with you all, but I used to watch movies over and over when we had normal TV. You turn the TV on and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, you know, the movie's on. And
Because you
before you
couldn't
know it,
pause it or you couldn't hold it or you
and
just,
you were
Right.
glued to the TV. Whereas now it's an hour before you get to what you want to watch because you got to go through 20 apps to figure out which station you want to watch and what movie that you almost give up before you find something, you know, to watch. So I think I probably don't watch things as much over and over since there's a choice. I could come back to it later. And I'm like, oh, I'll watch it because I started watching The Stars Born. That's on
I love that. The new
Netflix right
one?
now, I think.
new
Yes,
one.
we saw it at the movies, of course, and now
Bradley
it's on
Cooper.
Netflix. Oh, yes.
Bradley Cooper and
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
When she's
Oh,
fabulous in it.
she's so good in that movie.
She's so when she
you guys
sings.
are like, you'd be like Siskel and Ebert over here.
Oh my God.
You're talking about movies.
Okay, let's go back to Devil Wears Prada. Do you
Okay.
have a release date?
Yeah, she needs to
Um,
I need that date.
I don't have the date, but
Okay, it's
it just says, they was just talking about how Meryl Streep looks the same nearly 20
I don't
years
think
later.
they're putting a filter on her because I mean they all do have camera filters now. They make the stars look older, younger. That movie with Tom Hanks where
yeah,
he's in that house.
Yeah, he aged through
Oh my
that.
God. Well, he started out as like he looked in oh gosh, the movie with
Big.
The Bachelor. The
Okay,
Bachelor.
that's right. Okay.
I mean, he looked just like a kid when the movie started, and then of course aged him to a
May
very
1st,
old man.
2026 is
There
the
you go.
release date.
Less than a year. It's less than a year.
Is that not too long for you?
Well, I mean,
That would be a
it's
long
worth
time if
waiting.
I was excited as you
It's
were
worth-
about it.
It's worth waiting. But if you circle back around to the whole closet situation,
Yeah.
the Devil Wears Prada, I think a precursor a little bit to a Sex in the City,
Mm-hmm.
you know, with the New York and the high fashion and the shoes and the purses. Those people's closets are worth a lot more than your average
Oh my
result
gosh.
here.
Can't even imagine.
One pair of shoes could be $3,000. One
And
purse
up.
could be $50,000.
Yes.
Ask
If you
the
have
girls
a
from the vault.
Hermes.
They're in people's closets all the time, you know?
Isn't that crazy? I mean,
Yeah.
he always thinks it's crazy. I mean, so I could wear an outfit that isn't name brand or expensive. I just like the way it fits and if it's comfortable, that sort of thing. But when it comes to purses and shoes to a degree, there's something about that just it's like you with watches or cars, I guess, right?
No, I've changed my
Kinda
mind.
get it
I used to
along.
always say, it's just the same cow.
It's not the same cow. It is not.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton cows.
Yes.
It's like-
It is
Well,
not the
and then, you know,
same in the way they make it.
The way to make it. But the older you get, like I can't wear all my fancy shoes anymore.
No.
I can't
They
wear
hurt now.
heels. They hurt. And so I'm like, well, I can't afford I live in sneakers as I'm wearing
Comfortable
today.
shoes.
I had to unfortunately go to a funeral yesterday and I had to wear sneakers because I mean my ankles are
They have cute sneakers now.
in such bad shape. But so I'm like, well, I can spend a little extra on a purse because I don't have to buy any expensive shoes. Gordon, see, that's girl math.
I've handed down a Louis Vuitton purse to my daughter Carly that is 40 years old.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it isn't perfect.
It looks,
And you know
it does
what?
look great.
If it starts to tear or rip, Louis will fix
So
it
fix it for free.
50 years later, whatever it
Sure.
is. Yeah.
So me and my son, he lives in Florida, and we were in West Palm Beach, and we were down where it's kind of like Rodeo Drive in
Yeah.
Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, and we're walking down. It was a Sunday, and
Oh,
Kelley loves this story. It's like, but I'm super
not
good
sure
at
I'd have
two
been
shoes.
so good.
So we're walking and I see the Louis Vuitton store. I go, you know what? I'm going to go in here and take a picture for Kelley, that I'm in the Louis Vuitton store.
Walk
So
right
it
in.
was a Sunday. I open the door. I walk in. I don't see anybody. I'm yelling, hello, hello. Louis Vuitton was closed,
Someone forgot to
but
lock
the door was unlocked.
Oh,
We were in the Louis Vuitton
Are you
store,
kidding?
no security, no nothing. And I'm like,
and you came out with nothing. You should
Came
have
out
a
with-
consolation
Oh my
prize for
gosh.
calling the police to let
But
the doors
the
open.
Ralph Lauren store was open next door, and of course, me and Mr. Goody Two Shoes.
Oh
I
my
walked
gosh.
next door and I said, "Hey, You might want to let security know that Louis Vuitton's not locked up.
Too bad it wasn't an Hermes store because they won't even let you in when they are open.
No,
Right? You have to
You
be
have-
on the list.
yes. And some of the Louis stores you do as well as Chanel. You have to be on the list to get in. They want to make sure that you can
On the
purchase.
list.
So
Wow.
before, because we've got to take it to a break, I'm going to ask you a little rapid fire closet confessions here. So
Okay.
would your closet be color coded or by style?
Color coded, absolutely.
Your shoes on display or tucked away?
50-50.
Folded jeans or hung?
Oh, hung. Definitely on a pull out pant rack.
Pull out pant rack. Sliding
I need
doors
those.
or open shelves?
Well, I have adjustable shelves and I do have my sweaters behind glass doors.
Ooh, I like that. Hidden safe or secret snack stash?
In my closet?
Mhm.
Neither. In my actual day-to-day closet. I do have a safe for my jewelry in a
Mhm.
second closet upstairs. No food upstairs.
No
ever.
snack stash?
No snacks, no food.
Designer bags or functional totes? I think I know this
Oh, yeah.
answer.
Sorry, designer bags. I'm sorry.
If you had a dream closet, I'll ask you, would you rather do Carrie Bradshaw or Marie Kondo? But if you have an actual celebrity, I'd like to know that closet you'd like to redo.
I want to do. Kelly gave me these questions ahead of time. I've been thinking about them all day. I have to.
Did you give her the questions?
little bit.
I
She did.
really want there to be like a deer in headlights.
I want to do Martha Stewart's pantry.
Seriously?
Pantry?
Martha is rough. She will tell you off in a heartbeat if you
You know
mess
what?
up.
I can handle clients.
can
And
handle-
That's what makes St. Louis Closet Company so good, Kelly. Is we can handle.
She would scare me to
Good
death.
girl,
I'd
no.
love to sit at the dinner table with her, but to work for her would terrify me.
Just invite
Have you
Snoop,
watched her biography?
just invite Snoop Dogg
too.
over early, have
Snoop
a couple
Dogg.
brownies and she'll be fine.
Absolutely, she'll be fine.
I don't think so. That Martha Stewart is your
Martha
person.
Stewart- Well, and then my biggest starstruck ever in my life is Nelly, and I did his
You
closet.
did his.
I
So,
did it. So
which is
I'm
amazing.
50-50 here. I just need to get Martha to give me a call and we're in.
Jennifer Williams, St. Louis Closet Company, here with us hosting the show. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Hopefully, her husband's out there waiting for us. We're going to come back, find out more about some questions. What does your closet say about you? Does it have anything to do with your personality, or should it? But we'll be back, have some more fun right here with Jennifer Williams on the In Your City show at luinfo.com, the new Lou information station. Go to luinfo.com, subscribe, go to In Your City, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram. Tell us what you'd like to see on the show. We would love it. All right, we'll be right back with more fun. are back here at the In Your City show. I always get confused when it goes blank. I think maybe possibly we're not really back. And
We are back.
And it
We're
stumps
back.
me. So
They just couldn't see you.
they couldn't see us. You're listening to In Your City show right here at luinfo.com. And we have the incredible, wonderful, amazing Jennifer Williams. And not only that, but we've got her sidekick. Her hubby, Matt Williams, is in with her. We coaxed him into coming in here, and he has no idea what he's in for. No, it's going to be okay. I'm so excited to find out that this is your first time actually doing a show or a radio together. I think that's super cool. And all the years you've been in business, and you were in the DJ world forever, right? What was the name of the company? I know the company.
It's TKO DJs.
Oh, yes. Everybody knows that
Since
one.
1984, yes.
Man, had a love for music. Just thought, so does everyone else. I need to get in on this.
Absolutely. I actually really initially got into it from the technical side.
Okay.
Just kind of wanted to build the speakers and the lights, but real quickly the entertaining bug took over, and the kind of the rush of being on stage. But I hung my microphone up about 3.5 years ago. So I sold the business to my general manager, and that's in the past.
Are you happy?
I am happy. I'm happy with every minute I spend with it, but I don't miss it at all.
Gordon is
So
well.
While it was there, and I'm happy it's gone.
So I know. So me and you were both in the business for a while. I was 30 years in the business, and it was like, do you kind of cringe when you go to a wedding?
He gets PTSD.
I do. I got wedding PTSD.
He does.
It's like,
He's
it's
like,
not-
oh.
It's a mix between put me in coach and let me run out the front door.
yeah.
Well,
You tend to be critical, unfortunately, because you're sitting there like, oh, I wouldn't have played that song. Oh, that was you. Oh, you cleared the dance floor.
yes,
Oh, no, you're
Gordon
like
does the
oh.
same thing.
constantly
He's
like,
like,
oh,
the
Better
guy
time trap. Uh-oh.
is not reading
Not-
the room,
he's
is
not
he?
reading the room.
Yeah, we do the same, or he does the same thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, just stop. If we're here to have fun, we're not working right now. But so let's talk a little bit, Jennifer, before we get into the Not So Newlywed Game. You are the founder and owner of St. Louis Closet Company, over 30 years now. Things have changed. I know we've talked about that. Are there 2025, 2026 trends that we're looking at getting in there? Because I mean, it started out with do your closets. I mean, now it's mudrooms, it's garages, it's basements, it's endless what everybody is doing with you. And you're not a one size fits all. We always talk about that in your beautiful showroom, you see the work being done and it's done right there with, your master designers. But what do you see? Is there something new that we can be looking for that's going to be a hot trend for design?
Yes, absolutely. Well, there's so many, but I would say the two biggest trends that we have seen sort of starting in the last few years, but definitely we're just rushing into them, are the use of colors and wood grain laminates and lighting in the closets. So, closets started out with, a shelf and a pole, right? And then through the years, wire shelving came, right?
You thought that was cool. We got away from that, right?
Everybody thought that was cool, 35 years ago. Then when St. Louis Closet Company started, we're actually going to have our 35th anniversary this November. So when we started 35 years ago, everything was white adjustable shelving. Very simple, maybe the 2 levels of hanging and adjustable shelves. Very simple. Then through the years, that evolves. People started adding drawers and jewelry dividers and hampers and belt racks and tie racks. And then it was crown molding. And then there was other colors of laminate. But the laminates have become so advanced that a lot of them, you cannot tell if it's real wood or laminate. You absolutely can't tell. The wood grain pattern, you can feel it, you can see it. Beautiful colors. We just brought on 2 new colors. One is celadon green. It is
That's
beautiful.
what I was going to ask you. I remember you telling me about
Celadon
that. You're
green.
just getting ready. When I walked in, you were
Yes.
getting ready to build.
So we
that
can
section.
see that look.
Yes, that's all installed.
Okay.
And then mysterious blue, which is sort of like a matte navy blue.
Mhm.
And then when you put the brass and the bronze hardware on them, but we're coming out of the closet, like you said, and doing mudrooms and home offices, lockers, pantries, laundry rooms, really anywhere in the house. We're doing a lot of entertainment centers.
Yeah. Gordon wants a dream one. He has a picture he's going to send to you. He's like, oh my gosh, Jennifer has to do this. This is so incredible. It's this media center. I think it's all the candy that's within the shelves that has
Yeah.
them going. Jennifer's not going to
They
fill
have
it
a
with candy
They
too.
have a candy.
Oh, I look like
Welcome to a
something.
movie
Yeah,
theater.
So we have the new colors on display at our showroom, but we also just started carrying the LED lighting inside the closets.
Oh, wow.
So the vertical panels now can be lit. So you can light the entire closet, or let's just say you want to have, maybe you have a vanity in your closet with your jewelry drawers or where you get ready and you just want to light the sides of the mirror. The lighting is amazing. So that's on display now. So what's happening is similar to kitchen cabinets and bathrooms, the industry is evolving and it's becoming, there's more options. There's higher end options, but we've always made sure to keep St. Louis Closet Company affordable at the same time, because we want people to have options. If you have a budget and you just need to be organized, we want to be able to do that for you within your budget without going crazy with some,
Right.
you know, boutique closet that costs, you know, $10,000, right? We want somebody to be able to organize their, you know, basic walk-in closet for maybe $1,000 to $2,000, be very functional, have everything organized.
It makes a difference.
It makes such a
It really
difference.
does.
And as we kicked off the show today, talking about what was the average amount of people, you know, clothing,
Worth of
shoes,
inside, yeah.
the inside, what do you have? Well, I would think it's higher than you said.
Me
I would
too.
say the average woman probably has at least $5,000 worth of clothing, shoes, jewelry, purses. And that's maybe the low
I
end.
was gonna say, I think so too.
You spend this much money on your clothing, your shoes, your purses, and then if you don't keep it nice, then it's sort of like you're not taking care of your investment.
Right.
Because if you're going to invest in, you know, an expensive handbag or expensive shoes, and then you're going to just throw them in the bottom of your closet, get them scuffed up. Whereas if you have nice adjustable shelving, custom closets also really improve the value of your home. It's one of the top 10 resale items that real estate agents list when they go to sell homes.
Yeah, it does. It makes a huge difference. It
Right.
really does. It makes a difference in your life and then absolutely is good for resale value. I mean, that's gotta be something, because everybody you work with has a different personality. You know, not everybody's the same, their style, their needs. That has to be quite, maybe it's exciting for you, maybe it's a challenge, but you have to really be able to go in, figure out someone's personality to really know what it is they're going to need.
Well, and we have the best designers. I think we have the best designers in St. Louis. A lot of them have been with me since I opened the business, and they are phenomenal. But when we go to the home, we get free estimates. We come in, we'll measure the space you want to organize. We inventory the items that are there, but then we talk to them about, you know, pain points, like what is bugging you about this, right?
Mhm.
Or what do you want out of this? What are your dreams? A lot of people now have a Pinterest board, right? Picked out of like their inspirations and stuff. So we try to figure out, are they the kind of person that just needs basic organization and just shelves and hanging is really all they need? Are they somebody that really, really needs more space,
Yeah.
right? There's some people that just don't have enough space and they need to, you know, physically double hang and get as much space out of the closet. But then there's other people that maybe have a giant walk-in closet, don't really need extra space, but they don't want to see their stuff.
Yeah.
They want to cover it up. They want, you know, doors on everything. They want to walk in and it's like a boutique.
I want a boutique
So-
working closet. I would like a boutique working closet. Well, let me ask you. So you have a closet, Gordon, you have a closet. Is there something in your closet that you absolutely, if it's organized and done, you are not getting rid of it? You get to go first, Jennifer.
Oh, I get to go
Yes.
first? Okay.
I was looking to see what some of the answers were.
I would say I have two things and they're related. My stepfather was like a real hippie. And him and my mom got married when I was in second grade. So he was around for most of my life. But he had from the 1970s a pair of cut off jean Levi's shorts.
Shorts.
Shorts,
Going
you know?
shorts.
And he had sewed all these really cool patches on them, like totally out of the 70s, right? And I sort of inherited those, right? And I love them. So when I was in high school, I wanted to wear those. And he said, "Oh no, you're not wearing those. Those are mine." Right? So I created my own out of a pair of Levi's. But I did sew some patches on, but what I did is I took markers and I drew all over these Levi's. I mean, I drew hearts and arrows and polka dots and, he signs and all this stuff trying to mimic his cool 1970s shirt. So I still have his shorts and I still have those jeans. Now, his shorts fit me. My jeans from middle school don't fit me, but I still have them.
Do you have
I
that
would not-
pile in the closet of things that those might fit someday
Okay, we
again?
can tell our clients to get rid of that.
I
Get
know.
rid of that and maybe
I have a few piles.
you should move those piles somewhere
Small,
else.
extra small, extra large.
Yeah, you should move
Put them in
those
the basement,
piles
maybe.
somewhere else. And then if you don't get to them within 1 to 2 years, then it's time to donate them.
That's true. You're so right. I'm terrible about keeping things. Becky Jecka says her Beth Dutton coat. Casey has a pair of Hollister jeans that were back in her skinny days that she won't get rid of, and then there's a few more as well. Do you have something you won't get rid of in your closet?
It's not that I won't get rid of it. I mean, it's just, it's go-to stuff. I mean, it has to be my Levi jeans too.
Your Levi
because they
jeans?
just fit perfect and comfortable. And
He's got his paint outfit. He's got.
oh, I do. I got
His
outfit,
closet
whatever
looks
I'm
like a
painting, it
kid
sits on the
closet.
top though. It's like time to grab those because I'm not gonna bring.
How about you, Matt? Something in your closet that your wife would love you to get rid of, but there's no way it's going to happen?
Well, half of my closet is my daily uniform. It's a black shirt on top and jeans. So in the wintertime, it's a long sleeve black polo. In the summertime, it's a short sleeve black polo. I'm really simple.
You're really simple.
I was gonna say, who sent the memo out
I
today?
know we're all wearing
Black.
black today. There's definitely a memo.
You have things in your closet that, like, I think you bought a couple pair of new pants and then they needed to be like tailored. And that was like 10 years ago and you still haven't had them tailored.
I'm getting around to that. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Are you ready to find
I
out a
think-
little bit about them with the Not So Newlywed
I
Game?
think we are ready. Are you ready?
You might have just found something out right there.
Or a hot point washer and dryer
And
and avocado
avocado
green.
green.
Yes.
Do you remember that show? I
Just now
know.
have
Harvest Gold.
Harvest gold,
And the pink. Oh my gosh.
olive brown.
Avocado green is now the new celadon. So
All right, Jennifer, let's see if you know your husband. What's Matt's favorite color? We're gonna go simple.
blue, bright blue.
Bright blue. Look at her.
TKO blue.
Okay.
Who takes up more closet space and who complains about it more?
Who's answering me?
Yes,
Okay, we have separate closets. So
but still who has more
my
closet
closet,
space?
my closet is bigger. And I have now, since my children moved out, moved into both of their closets. So definitely me.
Which is the principle of the goldfish. It grows to be the size of the tank. There's more closet space. So
Do you two have nicknames for each other?
Do we?
sometimes you call me one.
Okay.
Mooker? Mooker? I call him Mooker.
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 Where did that come from?
Do we know what it came from?
I don't know. It was when we were dating. You started calling me that once. It just sort of
I
stuck.
don't know. We don't really know
Mooker.
what
Do you
it
have
is.
one for her?
A lot of us call her by her initials. We call her JQW.
JQW. Okay. All
All
right.
right, so if Jennifer labeled Matt's closet, what would this tag say? Would it say classic and cool, chaos and khakis, DJ leftovers, or all of the above?
I would say classic and cool. He's
Oh.
like khaki and jeans on the bottom and black shirts, sweaters or polos on the top.
So you're cool, Matt.
Classic
Well, I
and
thought
cool.
for sure it was going to be choice B with chaos.
You did good.
I wouldn't say chaos.
All right, Matt, you were once in the DJ world, right? So what song would define Jennifer?
Oh, there's just so many. I would say that right now, she's most into Silk Sonic, which is a one-time, one-album band. You like them?
One Hit Wonder?
Bruno Mars,
Bruno Mars.
and Anderson .Paak, but
Yeah.
that's not a song that describes me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant what is she like?
What song would define her as she walks in the room?
Brown Eyed Girl.
That's what I was gonna say, but I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
I misunderstood the
She almost
question.
had an answer for you, Matt.
They
Get with
almost
it.
had
I misunderstood the question. I'm sorry.
And just so you know, I did not get these questions.
No, we didn't
No,
want
you didn't.
that.
Wait, there was- Kelly doesn't even have my questions.
I don't even have his. I have mine as is.
Come more often and get the clip notes ahead of time.
All right.
All right, Matt, I'm gonna let you answer this one. Who's more likely to start a home project and who's more likely to actually finish it?
But Jennifer will always finish every project that she starts, and she initiates the idea of all of them for certain. but occasionally I do get to get the first swing in. Yes.
Give a swing in.
She's finished it. I have a problem with completion.
All right, you two, finish this sentence. My spouse is most irresistible when they.
Oh my gosh, these are hard. My spouse is most irresistible when really every minute of every day. All he does is think about me.
It's
does
the
all
sweetest
day.
thing ever.
He does.
All day.
All day, every minute of every day, he thinks about me first. Like all
Aw, that is irresistible. Minus when he fixes the toilet.
the time.
All right.
Yeah, any honeydew project, I'm the sexiest guy in the world.
Honeydew box.
I would say it's your smile. I absolutely always respect her.
Aw, that's so
And we
great.
get to be together all day, every day. We're
Yeah,
in the same building, two different jobs, but in the same building, and
and then go home.
and we get to be
Hang
together
out.
all the time.
That's wonderful. After that many years, and look at her smile. She's still like a little teenager.
All right, what was the first song you danced to together, and who made the first move?
Well, I definitely made the first move. There's stories out there about that I
There's
stalked
stories.
him.
Oh
That
my
I
God.
stalked him. He was getting the award for Young Entrepreneur of the Year at SLU. And I saw his picture in the paper that he was winning the award, and I
And
go,
you went.
he's cute. I'm not dating. I'm gonna go meet him. I called up, I bought a ticket, I went to the luncheon, I introduced myself, and then he said, oh, do you want to sit with us?
That's fantastic.
And then we became friends for a few years.
She
and then we
goes after
started
what
dating.
she wants, Matt. We know that by the closet
She's
company.
not telling the
So
full story. The newspaper had done a feature on each of us, and we happened to be on opposite sides of the fold in the St. Louis Business Journal at that week.
It was like Small Business Week. And it was like the young entrepreneur spread in the Business Journal. And there was a story about me, but there was a story about him. But he won the award for Young Entrepreneur that year. And I was like, oh,
wow,
Let's go
even
meet
more to
him.
turn on then, right?
but I have no idea what was our first song we danced to. Do you?
No, it could have been. It could have been. It was probably at midnight on the parking lot behind TKO when we were waiting for shows to come back
Yeah,
or
probably
something.
our cleanup song.
Cleanup song.
Your cleanup
So what
song.
was the cleanup song? It's
Cleanup song was Sugar Hill Gang.
yeah, Sugar Hill
Rapper's
Gang
Delight.
Rapper's Delight. It's
Rapper's
like
Delight.
17 and a half minutes long, and that's what we would use to clean up.
All
We
right.
had the wine store. If you weren't clean in 17 and a half minutes, we were in trouble.
What piece of clothing does Jennifer look best in or out of? And the same for Matt. We've got like barely seconds.
Well, I like it. He has like these black cashmere quarter zip sweaters he wears in the winter. I like him.
And Jennifer, what do you like?
Absolutely anything on and anything off.
That's perfect. Jennifer and Matt Williams. Jennifer, the owner of St. Louis Closet Company. We've had so much fun with you hosting here today, finding out a little bit more about you, having fun with your husband on the show. I'm so glad that we were the first for you guys to be able to enjoy this together. Our next show, we're going to be talking about the wellness ethic.
Yes.
On our next show with Mark Reinisch. So we look forward to finding out a little bit about bringing some wellness into the workplace. And we love having you on. We can't wait to have you back again, talk more, learn more. Matt, you're gonna have to come back with her more often because it's a lot of fun having you both together. Is there anything that you want to say before we have to say goodbye?
Just real quick, St. Louis Closet Company is collecting backpacks and school supplies for Kids Smart.
We can drop them off right there.
Drop them off at St.
location.
Louis Closet Company in Maplewood. New backpacks, new school supplies through the end of August.
Through the end of
For
August.
Kids Smart. Great
Perfect.
charity
Kids
here in
Smart.
St.
We
Louis.
actually wrote a story on them. They're a
Yes.
wonderful charity, what they do. So thank you so much for spending time with us. And we always look forward to meeting guests, finding out more about them right here on the In Your City Show. Go on to luinfo.com, subscribe, go to In Your City Show and subscribe. Check out the Nelly video, which is on Instagram at St. Louis Closet Code 2. And until our next show,
Cheers.
cheers.